Hello Steamies. Well, as you can see, I'm still at the family home, only just recovering from the second bout of problems with my ear. You'll have your normal scheduled content for the flat coming up, but this is what I wanted to do today because it's regarding Thomas and Friends' 80th anniversary. Now, I've seen lots of people putting up stuff about it. I've done the occasional short here and there, as you know, but I wanted to try and do a proper video around this 80th anniversary. I've got better scheduled content that'll be out throughout May, but I specifically want to talk about the merch that's coming out. And this video is going to be quite controversial for some fans, but it's something that's on my mind, it's bugging me, and I need to get it out. Normally I would have a bit more structure. You seem to prefer when I just raw dog my feelings, for lack of a better term, and I'm going to go into it. Once again, these are all my own personal opinions, yours will be different than mine. And I want you to let me know what you think about the 80th anniversary plans and the stuff that's been coming out. All I ask is that you be respectful in the comments, and above all, try and keep an open mind with the opinions and enjoy the video. So let's dive in. As we all know, the 80th anniversary of the franchise is in May, as the first Railway series book was released on the 12th of May 1945. Now it's advertised as Thomas and Friends' 80th anniversary, when that itself is a marketing problem. It should be the Railway series' 80th anniversary. Thomas and Friends' anniversary was last year, 2024. That's the anniversary of the Thomas and Friends TV show, which was 40 years. I know you're going to have it as Thomas and Friends for the marketing purposes. Thomas and Friends is a franchise, a global brand, so it makes it sound better that Thomas and Friends is 80 years old rather than the Railway series is 80 years old, and a lot of kids going, what? So I get it. I get why it's called the 80th anniversary of Thomas and Friends. Just for the nitpickers like me, like the older guard, we would want to say that it's the Railway series' 80th anniversary, because that's what it is. It's an anniversary of when the first Railway series book, The Three Railway Engines, which didn't have Thomas in it, it was Edward, Gordon and Henry, was released on the 12th of May 1945, which sparked this franchise. That's my first wee gripe, just to get out the way, to get it done. So they've started drip feeding out the merchandise to us, and we started off with t-shirts. And these t-shirts, they looked absolute fire. I was so excited to get my hands on some of these t-shirts. I instantly went on to check, and it was on the US Thomas and Friends store. So through Amazon US. Now, I'm in the UK, I'm in Scotland as you know, and when I tried to go into it, it said that it does not ship this merchandise to my current location. I thought, fair enough, I'll go into Amazon UK, go into their Thomas store, should have them there, right? The answer was a big fat no. I've been able to get 2 t-shirts, which I'm very, very grateful for. The first one is my Thomas and Friends Railway series t-shirt, which I got at my Christmas. And the other one is the Full Steam Ahead one, which is the CGI Thomas, Percy and James, which you'll have seen me put up those pictures in my community posts. And I'm very, very happy for them. Great quality, great design. I especially love the Railway series Thomas and Friends one because it does have the Thomas and Friends brand on the t-shirt. The one which is CGI, it's an image that is essentially mass-produced, copy and paste onto a relevant t-shirt, and off you go. The other one has all the copyrights from Mattel, Ghislaine, Brit Allcroft Company, all of them listed on the back part with a tab. So that one was worn once at Christmas, and it will only be brought out on special occasions, like when I record the 80th anniversary videos for my channel. That's two t-shirts for the 80th anniversary for Thomas in the UK, where there is a plethora of t-shirts for grown-up fans in the US. Now, I'm not slating the US in the slightest. Most of my audience for this channel comes from the US. I know it's a big market. I respect that. But it annoys me because Thomas started off with the Railway series as a British IP. They were children's books released in the United Kingdom. Think about how frustrating it is for the US audiences that you can't get the new collection of books by Christopher Awdry so readily available. That's how I am feeling about the Thomas and Friends t-shirts that are on Amazon US. They won't ship out to the UK. And it'll be because the shipping charges will be extortionate. Shipping is about $30–40, so that's about £35 UK money. So you'd be paying that on top of a t-shirt, which would be £17.99 UK. So we're hitting around the 50 quid mark for a t-shirt. Now I myself could justify that for like a single purchase, like a wee one-off, but in my older situation, cannot believe I'm saying that, I'm not a young guy anymore. Like, I'm 38 this year, I've got a wife, I've got 2 kids, I've got bills, I've got responsibilities, so I can't necessarily go out and splurge on all of the Thomas merch that I would want to buy. But doesn't mean there aren't people out there in the UK that do have that disposable income, that could get this Thomas merch, and they are being denied it. It should be that if you have a product, it should be accessible to all. It shouldn't be limited because you stay in one country compared to another. They've been dropping a lot of good teases for merch for the 80th anniversary. Ply-Rail are going to be releasing Thomas, Annie and Clarabelle in its Railway series style, which is awesome. Mattel have the Ruby anniversary Thomas and the Trucks, and they've also got a Thomas in its kind of Railway series style packaging with the old Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends logo, which I think is quite cool and quite unique. And Trackmaster have just recently released quite a lot of designs that fans are going belly up for, especially the motorised duck and flying Scotsman. Am I happy seeing this? Of course I am. Am I enjoying the fact that it seems like Mattel are finally listening to adult fans? Of course I am. But here's the problem. Why now? They're only doing it because it's an 80th anniversary and they know that they can fleece the adult fans out of a ton of cash. And then they'll go back to treating the franchise like crap for another 10 years. Because the 70th anniversary of Thomas, a lot of the fans agree it was a golden period. Not just off screen but on screen as well. With 2 movies that were of high quality, we were still in Andrew Brenner's renaissance in terms of the TV series, and there was some good merch out. For the 80th, however, we've only got All Engines Go. There's going to be a 4th season released, and after that we don't know what's going on. Everything's up in the air. We don't even know if the series is going to survive. And that'll be why so many fans are going to want to go out and rush out and buy all the stuff. I get it. We want to show with our actions to Mattel that we care about this franchise, we want to keep it going, we want it to carry on and survive. The thing that annoys me the most about it is Mattel are just pandering to us. They're giving us what we want now, and then they're going to treat us like dog meat for another 9 years. There hasn't been any words about if they're going to bring back Thomas in its CGI form. There isn't any word back on if they're going to keep going with All Engines Go. So in a banner year for the franchise itself, there's still a lot of uncertainty going around. And I'm not meaning to sound like a negative Nancy. You know that when you watch my channel, when you watch my videos, I try my best to be positive about a lot of things. But this is the stuff that's really annoying me right now. I'm so happy that the franchise is getting the recognition it deserves. But it shouldn't just be a case of it gets recognised for one day and then we go back to being treated like pawns once again. I think we've got to be very, very careful with how we as fans approach this anniversary. By all means celebrate it. I'm gonna. And it's nice to see Mattel and other companies are giving the franchise the respect it's due for its 80th anniversary. But ask yourself, what did they do for the 40th anniversary? A big deal was not made out of it. And they would probably say, oh, it's because it's back to back, it's so close together, maybe it would confuse general audiences, blah, blah, blah. But when you get to this point in the franchise's history, you're not really appealing to general audiences anymore as a whole. Yes, they're your target audience, but when you're at this stage in the game of a franchise, there are legions of fans of all ages that want to celebrate every important milestone. It could be annoying for Mattel because they've got 2 years where they have to actually get their finger out of their asses and actually do some work. But 2 years where you have to actually put in 100% compared to the other 8 years where you only give us 50% or less and just ride off the IP to make your profits. I think you take the hit, guys. And there's other things that I would love the franchise to do for this anniversary, like re-release the Christopher Audrey books, then bring out all 42 books as one big treasury. That would be a real celebration of the Railway series' anniversary. It's another cheap pump of a Thomas toy that people can say that they've now got. I'll probably still be that sap that'll buy something for the 80th anniversary. Well, it's pretty much a given. But there's more that could be done. There's more that should be done for this franchise. Because you don't want it to go off the boil. There's still a loyal following here. I love this franchise. I always have loved it. I always will love it. It's a part of my childhood. It's a part of my adulthood. It's part of what I do as a job, content creating wise. But I am worried. There's going to be nothing that comes out of it which are going to make the fandom even more angry. Because fandoms are a reactory bunch. We are. It's what we do. It's not just exclusive to Thomas. We see something that we like and see that some effort's been put in. Of course we're ecstatic. Of course we're overjoyed. We feel like they're taking us seriously again. But then it leads to an inevitable downfall if the results don't show. Franchises are important. They've built legacy. They've built trust and respect with their audience. Don't flush it away. So let me know in the comments what you think of what's going on for the anniversary. Are you worried? Are you excited? You should be excited because there's still a lot of positives. Is it just me that's worried? Let me know in the comments below what you guys think, and until next time, keep on chugging.